So, it is not Tuesday, it is Wednesday. I am a day late. So I have been busy. I have been doing quite a bit of research and activism work and just education the past couple of days. I also, spent some time with my good friend and her family, so I'm not going to make myself feel guilty for being a day behind. But I did want to still make sure that I made a video this week because I think it's important to me and my process for what I'm looking to achieve through these videos, to continue making sure that I do my shares and I show up and I'm here on a weekly basis. So I just wanted to quickly talk about my past weekend. So I had my yoga teacher training graduation ceremony this past weekend, and it was amazing. It was one of the most beautiful experiences I have been a part of. I had, so many wonderful connections come from that group, and, my facilitators, they're amazing. I've made great friends through that group, but also just the amount of education that I got was fantastic, but the amount of self-love that I cultivated through this program is just, it's unbelievable, really. It's the kind of self-love that I feel within my soul is going to help me do all the things that I want to do in this world, in this lifetime, in this experience that I have on earth. This teacher training that we had, it was interrupted, to say the least. So we started our program in November, and it was supposed to be an 8-month program where we gathered once a month for 3 days on the weekend, and it was supposed to be this program where we got to gather, get together, spend time teaching one another, learning from one another. And then, halfway through our group, COVID happened. So, we were presented with a very different experience than I know any of her the woman who facilitated the class for me, any of her past groups definitely have not had the same experience of us, as us. But, what I will say is this. While our experience was not the same, it wasn't conventional, it wasn't the norm, I don't honestly think I would change a single thing. I am so grateful to have had this group, to have had this support system, to have had these people by my side. I mean, not physically by my side, but like in life by my side, to help me through these times, to help me through these very difficult, very emotional, very stressful, anxiety-induced, crazy, scary times. And to have a group of people that are in the same sort of mindset, wavelength, energy as you, and going through the same things as you, in not only a life sense, but also in our spirituality sense, really, really helped me grow so much during these past, almost 4 months now. And, the goodbye was bittersweet, because it was a moment of recognizing, I don't know, both? I don't know. It was a moment where I felt like I came into myself in such a powerful way that I can't even begin to explain. I cried a lot. I had all these emotions just bubble up, and I felt my feelings. That was the last reading that my facilitator read, and it was about feeling your feelings and how we have to feel our feelings to really get anywhere in life. And, that's what this training did for me. It's so crazy because when I joined this training, when I started this training, I was at a very dark point in my life. I was at a very unaware. Gosh, just so many things that I had to learn. Gosh, so many things I had to learn this year about myself, about who I am, how I show up, and so many, relationships in my life and so many things, like relationship with myself, right? So, I started this training at that really, really low point. But I realize and I recognize now that, that's the point. For so long, so many years, there's people that know me, that don't really know me just because they knew me in my hype. I call them my hype girl years, because I was just like the life of the party. I was the fun one. I was the, whatever. I was the one who was just like happy all the time, positive all the time. Everything was amazing all the time. And it was a lot. It was like a lot. It wasn't authentic either. It was so, oh my gosh, it was so just unaware, right? And, now fast forward, I went through this past year of my life, and gosh, the shadow work that I did this year was heavy. Man, it was heavy. It was hard. It was a lot of admitting my wrongs, a lot of recognizing the way that I show up, not being who I thought I was, not being exactly what I set out to be in this world, but really kind of seeing within myself that I was showing up in a way that was not at all going to make a difference, right? Because if we never do the hard work, we're not really working, right? If we're just happy and go lucky and, oh my God, everything's amazing all the time, we will never learn anything. We will never grow. We will never heal. Oh my God, the healing that I did this year, I can't even begin to explain. I cannot begin to explain. I mean, some people who know me well know, but it's amazing. It's really, truly, deeply amazing to me to see and to recognize how important that inner working is, to focus on the parts of yourself that you don't want to deal with, the parts of yourself that you're really scared to see, that you're really nervous to uncover and be like, oh my gosh, am I who I thought I was, right? So, this ceremony, this graduation this past weekend was just a chance and an opportunity for myself especially, but, I think a lot of my people in my group to realize all the work that we have done, all the growth that happened for us this past year, and one of the hardest years that we've seen as a collective, in this entire world, right? And I'm just so thankful. I'm so grateful. I am so excited to embark on what's next, what's coming. There's so many things that I'm working on. There's so many things that I want to do. There's so much that I want to achieve. And honestly, I think that this program, this year that I had of being with this group of individuals helped to make me into the person that is going to be able to finally and actually do the things that I've always set out to do and to be. So I don't know. I'm happy. I'm proud. I'm, again, grateful, thankful. I feel blessed. I feel so blessed. I feel so truly deeply connected to my path, to my journey, and to my life. And, part of this, the sharing, these videos, these things, it's something that I do because I think it means something to me to be this vulnerable, authentic self that is not scared to share, that is not scared to show up, right? Because this is who I was my entire training, and the amount of support that I got through these individuals in this training, being this part of myself, oh my gosh, it's like I feel like I can take down the world with the amount of support that they gave me and the way that they love me, it's one of those things that I feel fully me. And that's really all I got. So I hope that, this like inspires you, encourages you, makes you want to do that inner dark, hard work on yourself. It's not easy, but oh my gosh, it's so worth it. It's so worth it. Um, and that's all that I have this week. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything that you want me to talk about, anything that you want to hear, anything at all ever that you want from me, need from me, have questions for, anything like that, leave it below. I'm happy to, connect with you, talk with you, share with you even deeper, whatever you want to do. I'm here for it. And I'm happy to be here. So I'll see you next week and have a good night. Bye, guys.